everybody.
Hello, hello.
Oh.
Hiveswap Friendsim again.
Yeah. We're gonna have to redo the last week we did because we pulled a Markiplier.
Well, we is generous. I won't stand for y'all taking that fall. That was on me.
No,
Oh,
it's
your
okay.
fault.
We're a team.
Yeah.
Craig.
No, it's only a team effort when we do something good.
Fair enough, you know?
Dang. Betrayal.
But,
Don't worry, Leo. I'm here with you.
thank you.
Of course. Doot. Doot. Doot and doot.
Alright.
Oh, are you streaming it to us on Discord as well?
I am not. I think I've got the
Alright.
lag issues for the live stream
Yeah.
fixed, so
Alright.
we should be just fine there. Let me know
Alright.
if not, and I can share my screen.
Alrighty.
Wow, so many people I'm subscribed to are streaming right now.
So many people are what?
So many people are streaming like right now.
Why?
Competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew Kanae was, but I didn't think how many other people are Oh, it's because it's the 14th. Thankmas.
What?
Huh?
Thankmas. Jacksepticeye is doing charity stuff.
God damn it.
YouTubers are pitching in.
Ah.
You know, we don't pick the best times to stream.
Yeah, we by all accounts, we suck.
Yeah, this is not surprising.
Like, God.
I'm impressed by our ability to have bad timing. Honestly, I think it's a skill.
It is.
Like, it's impressive.
To be fair, we did plan Homestuck Mondays ahead of time, so really
Yeah.
they're streaming on our stream day.
How could they do this to us?
How dare they? They know we blocked out Monday.
No one else is allowed to stream on Mondays. It's the rule.
Yeah. God. Alright. Diamond. Let's get this hot dog boy's good ending. Do we want to start from the top or skip forward to where we left off?
Technically we already finished his route. They just didn't get to see it, so you might want to start from the top.
Alright, yeah. Yes, someone is approaching. A strange, gray-skinned alien with a cozy-looking vest. Perhaps they will make for a good friend?
I am so far behind him, and I can't be able to voice this dude.
Alright. Let me... get my screen.
Alright, I forgot what voice I gave him. Time to give him an entirely new voice. What's up? This is actually very similar to what I gave him before. This is just my default voice for a character that I don't get. Ugh. Hang on, sorry, I didn't get a good look at you before I started talking. Guess you're really weird looking. I could redo all my jokes about how fucked up you are from crashing into the ship, but I'm not. Kind of uncomfortable about this.
Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveler who is hungry and probably in need of some medical treatment. You're also really lonely and wouldn't mind making a new friend right about now.
Hungry, huh? I see what your game is.
You aren't sure what he's talking about. Then your eyes drift towards the obvious target, that exquisite hot dog he's holding. It looks really, really good. Your mouth starts watering noticeably.
I know. I knew it. You're just like all the rest. Your agenda to have me relinquish my delicacy. Well, forget it. I've been tricked out of 2 other oblong meat products this week already. Yeah, I know you probably think I'm an easy mark due to my blood color, but I still have some dignity at least.
You don't know anything about his blood color, or why that would matter in this conversation about his hot dog. You're hungry, sure, but you didn't need to cast a threatening gaze at his meal.
Our audio in comparison to the game audio is very low.
Sick.
Y'all,
Hello?
I think
Hello?
hello,
Hello, Mr. Obama.
You good, my man?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Oh, you know.
Yeah, it's still pretty low.
Fucking beans. Alright.
Maybe turn the music down a bit more.
There's also a bunch of filters you can put on audio to increase it in Streamlabs.
That is good to know.
Probably tell him how.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
try and fuck around with that live on stream though. We'll do troubleshooting streams sometime.
I remember there was a way you could like I got it to work once and then I could never get it to work before, but it was like a monitoring thing so you can hear your own audio as it goes out before you go live. I can't get it to work anymore, but that's what I used to like.
I regret to inform you that it's still a bit uneven.
Oh, good. Okay.
Hey guys, do you know how we are super professional and only the greatest streamers of all time? Anyway, welcome to my ASMR.
I'm muting Craig on my side, so tell me if he says anything funny.
Joke on her, I'm just going.
Okay.
Like the meme cats! How's this for commentary? We're only the most eloquent and elegant people ever.
Alright, it should be okay now.
Ah, cool. Can I keep going? Ba 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 ba.
No. Leah just BRB'd on us! Wait,
Bitch.
BR bitch.
Bitch right back.
Bitch right bitch.
Mm.
Alright. I like you, Diamond. You have a weird hot dog fixation. I think that's a good character trait.
Mm.
Sad time to mention that I did not eat today.
God damn it, man.
Sometimes you just forget until you start doing an activity. The good thing about this route is that I don't really have to talk at all. So I could just go and get one and no one would know.
Pulling a nin standard right now, huh?
Nin Standard as opposed to Nin Volume 2? Where I eat like one potato chip and then stream? Or in Nin Volume 3 where I fill my pockets with cheese, forget about them, and let them melt. That was a good stream.
Well, was that Dishonored or what was that?
I think that was Dishonored. It might have been an art stream actually, because I was sitting on the edge of my bed in my robe when I felt my cheese.
Well, yeah, but that could be any time. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I usually am like curled up on bed when we do streams where I'm not working. So it was probably an art stream because I was sitting up. Though I have done art streams laying on my stomach before. What?
How's our audio levels?
Let me deathbin real quick.
Nin, our resident audio engineer.
Yeah, God bless. Gotten into the habit of saying that. I don't know why.
God doesn't bless, he curses.
Southern thing, maybe.
Pretty good.
Alright, cool. All you really want to do is, alright, make a new buddy so you don't feel quite so alone in this strange new world.
God, it's so hard to find someone who's willing to do Sonic Adventure commissions.
Do your lines.
Sorry, I'm looking at stuff.
Looking at Twitter.
No, Tumblr.
I'm sorry.
Twitter has already turned out poorly. I've discussed this before.
Oh right, you saw like Sonic's asshole or something.
Twitter is so horny.
No, I saw Blaze's asshole.
Okay, fair.
It's an important character. I hate myself.
Hey, you're the one who's following or looking for people who make that art, so...
No, I was on the Planetarium Twitter and I typed in
Greg, looking
Sonic
for Blaze's
commercials.
asshole live on stream, gone sexual.
Damn.
No, it happened before stream. Don't spread lies.
Slander.
Lies and slander. Anyway, I see. You just want to be my friend and not my sweet meat. Sorry, I just get paranoid when I walk around with such delicacies in public. You can't be too careful. Folks tend to get that greedy looking around in their eyes around my warm sausage.
These are odd ways to express the things he's saying, you think, but it would be rude to point that out. Probably best to change the subject. Get this blossoming friendship moving in the right direction. What's the right route, though? Ask if anyone's nearby.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to, I mean. My place was bombed by drones a while ago. I almost said a couple while ago. Couple whiles. Now I don't have a hive, but I'm making it work out here. Foraging for tasty things when I can. I've gotten pretty good at it. Talking people into giving me meat products, I mean.
You quickly feel a sense of pity for your new friend. You thought you had it rough, crash landing here, hungry and friendless, and come to think of it, feels like your arm is broken? Your ribs too, maybe, but enough self-pity.
That's not self-pity, that is, like, general self-wellness check.
Yeah,
Survival
it's
and-
valid.
No,
I
this
think
is,
it's valid to be worried.
this is about making a new great friend. You ask your friend if there's anything you can do to improve his life.
Oh, wait. Are we friends now? Like, is that official? Do I need to sign a document? Man, I don't know. Why don't we slow down a bit, see how things go? Not saying it's out of the question, I just think I should take some time to see what actually friendship material. Should I trust someone I trust, you know? Not just another looky-loo gunning for my delicacy.
Oh, damn. You got out over your skis again. Of course, he's right. This is totally reasonable. You feel sure you can do what it takes to win him over. You make a mental note to avoid looking at or mentioning his hot dog since it seems to be such a sensitive subject. You do everything in your power to avert your gaze from the hot dog. You are aggressively not looking at it, in fact. Don't think hot dog thoughts. Don't think hot dog thoughts. It's working. You aren't even thinking about hot dogs at all. It's like he isn't even holding one, and no one ever even brought up the fact that hot dogs exist. He seems to notice, on some primal level, your current non-hot dog mindset. He smiles. You pay closer attention to the boy's face. It's a nice smile he has, actually. Very kind, disarming. A few freckles here and there, a mop of messy hair draping over his eyes. What a nice friend this would be to have, you think? He's kind of adorable, really, if you disregard his prickly attitude about his hot dog. Okay, wait a minute. You don't want to start thinking thoughts that are too friendly. You should dial this down a little. Stick to the basics. You just want a cool new friend, nothing more. You should try to spark up some non-meat related conversation soon, before things get awkward. You wonder about his house. It got bombed?
Yeah, you know. Routine drone pass through my hood. Little bombing, little culling. The huge. That's how it goes around here. I was a lucky one. My Lucis, not so much. He's a goner.
You don't know what a lucis is, but you can deduce it was someone important to him who probably died in the bombing. Rather than overwhelm him with annoying questions about his culture, you decide the right play is to show some sympathy.
Thanks. I miss him. Sometimes I think I enjoy savory bun delights as a way of covering up the pain. They're so good it's hard to stop. Also, I favored the juicy meats before he died anyway. It's something we did together.
Snorf.
How do we start talking about my hot dog once more? Let's drop it, dude. Please don't bring it up again.
You didn't bring it up, but you don't want to correct him. The boy is clearly grieving. You see 2 faint red tears roll down his cheeks from behind the messy bangs. Your heart can't take it. You have to console this homeless boy somehow. Then he'll definitely be your friend. But what to do? Go too hard too fast. Because otherwise we'll break his neck with our fat ass. You open your arms and approach him with a posture of great compassion. You furrow your brow upwardly a bit, as if to say, I know how hard it is. You advance, and he leans backward a little, as if caught off guard by your sympathy. Maybe you're coming on too strong? But you know there's no turning back now. You don't just throw the brakes on an imminent, heartfelt hug like this. You embrace him awkwardly, and it goes well for a moment until you realize your arm is broken and it seizes up reflexively in pain. It jostles the hot dog in his hand, and he bobbles it. You both gasp. You try to detach from the hug so you can catch the dog, but it's already on its way to the ground. In your attempt to save it, you stagger backwards and slip. The hot dog gets smushed under your big, dumb ass the moment it makes contact with the ground. Diamond lets out a shriek.
No!
I love this root's focus on our ass.
Yeah.
Dude! My dog!
You scramble to get up in time, hoping you're not as owned as it looks. But your feet keep slipping, and your butt keeps grinding the hot dog into the mud. When the carnage finally subsides, you roll over and check it out. It's completely unsalvageable. Just a gross, meaty mud mash. Like the hot dog never even existed. Diamond howls in agony and slumps backward against a tree. Oh no, you fucked this up so bad.
That's it, man. I've lost everything. I'm not sure what the point of even living is anymore.
You are absolutely mortified by your clumsiness and foolishness. You have a feeling you'll be thinking about this moment for years to come, During those insecure moments when your mind seems to be looking for any excuse to make yourself cringe with self-doubt and shame. Still, you can't help but feel this guy is being a little unreasonable. It's just one hot dog. There are probably plenty more of those to come by, for those who know where to look in this strange world. He himself said he makes a habit of enjoying these, so they can't be all that uncommon. Maybe he just has an unusual psychological disorder surrounding a fixation on this particular food item? Yeah, that could be it. Poor guy. This just means he needs your support as a friend all the more. You won't give up on your friends. Or, for that matter, people who you're trying desperately to become friends with. That just isn't who you are as a person. You have an idea. You run it by him with a sense of optimism and salesmanship. The past is behind you. There's no need to wallow in self-incrimination and guilt over the hot dog incident. Diamond perks up a little.
You want to help me get another hot dog?
Absolutely. It could be a fun adventure, you say? Something to bond over, to bring two new buddies closer together. Okay, you don't say that out loud, but you really hope it's true.
My legs hurt. I don't know. Could be a long shot. Sometimes it can be days before I'm united with another plump treat. Glistening with perspiration. Steaming, relaxing comfortably in a soft, melt-in-your-mouth loaf. Damn. I really want a hot dog. Guess I don't have much choice but to take you up on your offer to do it, do I? What do you have in mind? Oh yeah, all this food talk reminded me. I'm probably gonna leave around 5 to make dinner. I'm gonna make chicken and pasta.
Nice. Yeah, depending on how this, where we are in the story, I might leave then too, because as I told y'all before stream, I got some family events.
Notice how they said that they're going to leave, but the stream is not going to end, so I'll be playing Friendsim by myself.
You'll be narrating over Leo's stuff. Nothing will change. You'll just talk to yourself.
It'll become an in stream. I hope you guys are ready for it.
It's a good question. You haven't made a plan yet, and frankly, don't even know where to begin. But he's interested in spending more time with you, which is the most important thing. You'll figure something out. You decide a display of confidence is called for here. A real show of leadership to improve morale. You smile, hold your head up high, and tell him to follow you. You know exactly what to do. Well, not really, but you give no indication of that at all. He's definitely intrigued. You've got him hooked now, you think. He's probably wondering if he hit pay dirt, finding a new friend with the hot dog hookup. Of course, you don't have the slightest idea where to find a hot dog, but you've got to admit you're enjoying the feeling of being important and valued by a potential friend. You don't want to do anything underhand. Huh?
Just go to a ball and stick game.
Yeah. Assault a hot dog vendor. Ain't gonna do nothing about it. You don't want to do anything underhanded, yet you can't help but feel you should probably milk this social gambit for all it's worth. Hot dog milk.
Shut up!
This way, you say, as you begin marching confidently in a random direction. He obediently follows and begins rubbing his tummy. You begin to feel nervous almost immediately. You have absolutely no idea how this is going to play out, or if it stands any chance of resulting in a hot dog at the end of the journey. Oh well, you'll figure something out along the way. You lead him through streets and winding through the yards of strange-looking houses, and he follows. He takes care to make sure you both are not seen, which could get you both into trouble, apparently. The improvised, circuitous route appears to provoke his suspicion.
Dude, Are you sure you know where a dog is? Seems like maybe you're lost.
Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely sure you know where to find one, you say? You're just throwing anyone off the trail who might have been following you. He nods solemnly, as if that makes perfect sense. Phew. But you can't keep him guessing like this forever. You've got to do something. Take some bold action to keep his interest in this wiener quest. You say,
Wiener quest.
this way, down here. This is a shortcut to the hot dog supply you're privy to. It's the mother lode.
In the sewer?
Yes, totally. It's just a short trek through the sewer. Shouldn't be more than another hour or several of sewer trudging. That is, if he still has the will to do whatever it takes to get his hands on more juicy dogs.
Oh, hell yeah. You know it. After you, man.
An hour later, you're so deep in the sewer, you've lost all bearings and sense of direction. You could be anywhere by now, you've taken so many crazy turns. Still, you don't let up for a second that you're lost. You've made each turn with decisive conviction. He's still following you, but now he's having trouble keeping up. He's out of breath and struggling with the foul smell. Can't say you're enjoying it much either, but you can't let on to the fact that, what you're doing now is anything other than the most casual routine for you. Like you do this every day, just a quick jaunt through the sewer to hit up this vast mythical trove of meat products. Okay, when you put it that way, maybe this all sounds a bit insane. Still, you're in too deep to second guess yourself now.
Hey. I gotta stop and rest. I can't lie, I'm starving for a heavenly frankfurter. But this might be too much for me. I don't think I'm cut out for this.
You pause and look back. He's sitting down now, slumping against a filthy sewer wall. You're intensely relieved to see you may have just won this impromptu game of sewer hot dog chicken. But more importantly than that, this looks like an ideal time to show some sympathy and have a bonding moment with your would-be friend. You sit next to him with your broken arm, put a hand on his knee in a platonic but deeply understanding way. Your arm hurts when you do this, but it's worth it. Every little gesture counts when making a new friend.
I kind of suck. My looseness is gone. I don't have any skills. Most people think I'm weird for liking hot dogs so much. I'm probably just gonna get cold. I'm not good at going on adventures or doing anything hard. All I'm good at is finding an easy meal here and there, however I can get it. Like talking people out of their fine sausages, using tricks or other ploys, which end up losing me friends. It's been unthinkable that anyone would want to do anything nice for me, or would want me to have that sweet, sweet meat I desire. At least it was unthinkable, until now.
Your heart begins to race. Could it be? Is this shitty improvised sewer escapade actually working? You can't believe it.
No one's ever done so much or worked so hard to try to get my hands on another magnificent banger. Me listening to music.
Hell yeah.
Sorry for being emotional, but like, this is new for me. I don't know how to handle it. I'm just so grateful. I'd be thrilled to call you my friend, man. Whatever you are.
You're overjoyed. Unbelievable. It's almost too good to be true. What now? It's such a sudden turn of good fortune, you hardly know what to do. Should you hug the guy? Last time that did not go so well, but this time he's not holding a hot dog for you to clumsily defile, so maybe this is your moment. Wait. What's that? A deep rumbling sound begins to echo through the tunnels.
Oh shit. They found us. It's a drone, dude. I guess it's like on sewer duty? We gotta run.
He gets up, grabs your hand, and sprints. He's a lot faster than he looks when motivated to get moving. He turns this way and that as the rumbling gets closer. But he slips on something and you both tumble into a river of horrific sludge.
Bro! I can't swim! Help!
Your bad arm finds purchase on the ledge, and though it's very painful, you heroically salvage your friend from the muck with the other arm. He coughs and gasps for breath. You find a nearby ladder, shove him upward until he starts climbing on his own, and follow him. You burst through a lid on the floor, and you both flop out of the hole, drenched in filth, smelling horrible, and completely exhausted. But at least you're safe, you think.
Hey man, I just wanted you to know, even though we didn't find the glorious treasure you were leading us to, I'm happy how it all turned out. Maybe I don't need hot dogs in my life as much as I thought. Maybe that's not the real treasure after all. It's been a journey for me, let me tell you. I'm learning so much about myself, about life. Because of you. You nameless, like, 2D stick man.
His bushy hair is slicked back from his eyes due to the sludge. He's giving you a penetrating, soulful gaze of, presumably, pure friendship. Or is it even deeper than that? Wow, this is intense. Then something catches your eye, just above him. Something dangling. Lots of dangling things, actually. Come to think of it, it's really cold in here. Freezing, in fact. You finally realize, holy shit. You're in a weird alien meat locker. You're absolutely surrounded by dangling meat products, including many sausages, thousands of them. You begin to sob. Your sobbing soon turns to unrestrained wailing of raw catharsis. He joins you, and the tears flow freely from you both. You embrace each other and let it all out. Suddenly it hits you, both of you. This is by far the happiest day of your life.
Meat heaven.
Meat heaven.
We made it, dudes.
We did it.
Meat
this
heaven
time-
now.
You were able to see it.
Wait.
All right.
Oh god.
Don't you dare.
No.
Don't you dare. Okay.
No, we're good. Oh shit. Alright. Volume 2 of Aesthetics, Crimson and Otherwise.
All right.
You stumble through the streets of a strange alien world. Ever since you crash-landed on this hostile planet, you have been desperate. Desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly for a bit of medical attention. Along the way, you've had some laughs, embarrassing missteps, and maybe even an encounter with alien meat products. You don't really want to get into it. What you do want to get into is friendship. An entire planet of endless friend opportunities awaits you. Honestly, at this point, you'd make friends with one of those weird purple bushes. You're not picky. Wait, you see something in the distance. Or perhaps someone?
These guys look sweet.
Who do we want to friend?
I guess should we just go in a pattern? So like since we did what's her name first and then Diamond. So Amicia and then Girava.
Left to right. Gotcha.
Alright, so left.
Lo, what light through yonder weirdly organic architecture breaks? A small figure approaches.
Oh. Oh my gosh. You are so...
So far, you've swallowed quite a few insults in regards to your looks and intelligence level. You aren't really the type to let the shallow opinions of others get you down, but it's been kind of a rough day. You brace yourself.
cute.
Oh. Oh! She gives you a sweet, sincere smile.
I've never seen anything like you. It's giving me all sorts of new ideas.
Boy, do you hope some of those ideas are about friendship. Now that you've got a taste of it, you are hungry for more.
Oh my god. Of course she starts talking all loud when I have to speak.
You take a stumbling step forward, and your ribs remind you that although the potential of camaraderie is enough to improve your mental health, it can't cure acute injuries.
Oh. You don't look so good. Come inside. I've been looking for new contributors.
Contributors? Could she mean friendship contributors? No, that's dumb. Maybe she runs some sort of alien newspaper and she wants you on staff? She looks a little young for that, but what the heck do you know about alien management hierarchy? You follow her to a nearby building, and now that you're looking up from your ravenous hunt for companionship, you notice that you've wandered into kind of an upscale part of town. There's a lot less garbage and people collapsed in the street. You see one of those spiky robot things, but it's washing a window instead of shooting a laser at a group of children. If that's not high class, you don't know what is. Before you can follow her inside, she turns around in the threshold, blocking your way.
Real quick. You don't happen to be an artist, do you?
Artistry? Well, as a matter of fact. Are we an artist?
I am. But for real, we should probably say yeah, right? She wants a contributor?
Tell her, yeah, it isn't exactly your whole deal, but you've been known to dabble.
Yeah, we do farts.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, is this bad? I see how it is. Well, you aren't going to snake. Okay, good. Getting the bad ending out of the way. Well, you aren't going to snake any trade secrets out of me. Goodbye.
You completely blew it.
Sick. I love that. I love that she's flipping us off.
Yeah, you do art? Fuck you.
Get the fuck away from me.
Art disease. She's worried we're gonna feed her paint.
Bro, you do art? Cringe.
I've never had much of a knack for art.
Oh, good. Stop yelling! Friendships between artists can be so fraught. Much better to just keep things between artists and art appreciators. That way, no one can get jealous.
The girl's smile widens even further, and you feel an unbelievable rush of joy. Have you finally found someone who isn't a total fucking maniac?
Diamond was not a maniac.
Diamond wasn't a maniac, he was just kind of weird. But that's okay. We love him anyway. And she brought up friendship without you having to mention it at all. Puts a spring in your step, or as much as a spring as possible with a broken arm and misaligned torso. Amicia leads you into an elevator with buttons labeled in spiky letters that make absolutely no sense to you. You realize that probably nothing is ever going to make sense to you again. It be like that. That's okay, your hierarchy of needs has adjusted recently. Your new friend, you are jumping the gun with this descriptor, but you are feeling seriously good about this encounter, stands in the corner of the elevator, wringing her claws.
I wish I'd known I was going to have company. I'd have cleaned up a little. It's been a while since I met anyone new.
You assure her that whatever disaster her house is, it can't be any worse than some of the other places you've seen here. Although you kind of get what she means. She's wearing an artist's smock that's covered in splashes of paint. Actually, it doesn't really look like paint.
Yeah, paint.
But it couldn't be anything else, could it? It's every color of the rainbow. The elevator door slides open and you step into a space that you are relieved to find is totally recognizable. A table overflows with messy palettes and brushes, cloudy jars of water and sponges. Several easels stand beside the windows to catch the light of the two moons, and a number of canvases lean against the wall, turned so that you can't see what's on them.
First things first.
Amicia brings you over to a wall screen that looks way more high-tech than anything you have on your now-defunct spaceship. Tapping away at a series of unreadable symbols, she then indicates you should take off your sling.
Here. Go ahead and stick it in there.
She seems to want you to put your injured arm into a large hole in the wall, which you do because you are sure your new friend has your best interests at heart. The hole shrinks down like a blood pressure cuff, sending bolts of agony through you. You want to yank your arm back out, but you don't. Even if it's broken, you still like having it attached to you. Instead, you shout a lot and thrash your other limbs around.
Calm down, you big wriggler. It's like you've never seen a medicalizer before. If you don't stop moving, it won't work.
Tears spill down your cheeks, but you force yourself still. You'll bear the pain. You'll do it for your friend. She's looking at you so hopefully, and she's so delicate and pretty, almost angelic. You look at her face and tell yourself it's all going to be okay. Finally, the hole releases you, and you pull your arm back out to find it completely healed. You can move your fingers. It doesn't even hurt anymore. Hey, things are finally looking up.
Do the same for our ribs.
Yeah.
See? I told you.
This is great. You are overwhelmed with the urge to celebrate.
This is hard. These people are so unreasonable.
Yeah.
Let's get excited.
Let's get hype. You try to resist the urge to celebrate. You fail to resist the urge. You take Amicia by her tiny hands and twirl her around the studio. Or you try to. You forgot about your busted ribs. You sure are doing that a lot. You let go of Amicia and go careening into one of the tables, thankfully not the one covered in art supplies. You hit the corner and go down onto your already incredibly sore ass. This is what you get for acting like a huge fucking tool in front of your new friend.
Are you okay?
We get a bad end right then, and it's just, you fucking died.
Yeah.
It's
So
just us doubled over under a chair, a table.
You hit your head too hard.
Wasted. Was that some sort of ritualistic rite of healing I've never heard of before?
You shrug against the floor. Amicia leans down and picks you up in a bridal carry, despite the fact that she's about half your size. It makes your ribs hurt, but what doesn't nowadays? Amicia lays you down on a weird lumpy couch.
We're getting used to our ribs hurting.
Mm.
Are you sure you're okay? You look a little...
She
Broke
trails
it.
off to nothing. She's looking at your left arm, which you have draped over yourself awkwardly to sort of try to hold your torso together.
That color.
At first you think she means the color of your skin, which is different than her light gray. Then you think she means the truly fantastic buffet of bruises you got going on. But then you realize that in your prancing idiocy, you've managed to scrape up the inside of your arm. Blood oozes sluggishly from the wound. Amicia dredges a finger through it. You're half expecting her to put it in her mouth, and for this to become a whole cannibal situation. Well, since you aren't the same species, it wouldn't really be cannibalism, but still, no thanks. Instead, Amicia just holds her fingertip up, the drop of blood trembling on the tip.
This color. I've never seen anything like it.
She dashes off to one of her tables, pulling over a sketchbook and dragging her finger down it. Your blood paints a rusty line down the center. She lets out a little squeak of excitement.
This is amazing.
What, red?
Not red. There's a million dirty little rusties swarming all over this city. I'm drowning in red. This is crimson. It's incredible. You must be some sort of mutant. You're really lucky I found you instead of one of the drones.
Lucky? You? Ha! Ha ha! Yes, very lucky. The luckiest. Though your arm is healed and you're out of whatever doubtlessly weird weather happens on this planet, maybe Amicia's right. Maybe you are lucky. You close your eyes and try to breathe. Zen yourself out. Really center yourself in your own body and all that garbage. Then you open your eyes and wow, you sure aren't centered anymore.
Neat.
In fact, you roll completely to the left as you try to get away from Amicia, who is back and standing over you with a gigantic axe.
You think she died?
Yeah, I didn't text. Ripperoni.
Well, she can't defend herself. Say something bad about her.
Oh no.
She's cringe. There we go.
Nin made her Animal Crossing characters say daddy.
Oh yeah, that's...
This is a call-out post.
This is a call-out post. Nin makes her Animal Crossing villagers say weird things.
The anime bear called me daddy and I got really uncomfortable. It's all Nin's fault.
Positive call-out post for me. I make good snowmen. I mean snowboys.
Although now that I think about it, I did make Rex say Yiffy.
Alright. Leo, let he who was without sin throw the first stone then.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw a bunch of rocks! I haven't let any of my villagers say anything weird because they don't talk to me and I don't talk to them. It's a mutual relationship. We see each other on the street, we go, hey, and then we stop talking to each other.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I have committed no sins. I am as pure as a baptized baby.
We are all pure angels here. You've never done anything wrong.
I have never committed a sin in my life.
Never.
Alright, I'm back. I think she stopped yelling for whatever reason.
Watch out!
Amicia grabs you, drags you back up onto the couch, and plants her hand down on your solar plexus, effectively pinning you down.
You'll hurt yourself if you keep flopping around like a beach blubber beast. You want to be friends, don't you? You want to help me with my artistic aspirations, right?
You get the feeling that she might be trying to manipulate you. Just the tiniest little suspicion. It's possible Amicia has recognized your intense craving for companionship and is trying to exploit it. You don't like being suspicious of a new friend, but that is a pretty big axe.
I don't know what's got you so worried. I just want to show you my axe.
Oh, of course. Makes sense. It is a really nice axe. You hold out your hand for it, but of course it is too heavy for you and your hands are all sweaty and you fumble it. Fumble the really sharp weapon. Amicia tries to catch it before it's too late, and somehow in all the wriggly struggle you end up getting cut, like very cut, across both your wrists. In fact, you don't think she could have aimed even better if she'd been trying.
Oh. Oh dear.
Hard agree.
Don't struggle. You only hurt yourself more, silly. You don't want to do that, do you?
No, you definitely don't want that. Not after what a Butterfingers you've proven to be. Amicia gets up to put her axe down, and you kind of lose track of her for a little while. You are bleeding all over her couch, and everything around you starts to go shiny and unreal. She comes back with a couple little jars that she uses to catch your blood. That's a good idea. You sure are making a mess. You wonder if they are specifically blood jars. They look like jam jars. Alien Jam. Space Jam. God, you love that movie. It's been so long since you've seen it. Definitely the best PG movie about basketball. Way better than the one with the dog and the clown. Do they even have basketball here? You ask Amicia. She just shushes you and brushes your hair back off your forehead. She keeps smiling and saying comforting things. God, she's such a good friend. Before too long, you do what it's honestly a goddamn shock you haven't done before now. You pass out. When you come...
I was gonna say we died.
Nah, we've done that before, I think. Do we do that?
Let's say sure and not talk about it anymore.
I mean, technically, no, if we're going linearly. We're not putting into account all the other realities where things happened.
Yeah. When you come to, you are propped up against the wall in a weird way that you wouldn't love even if you weren't an invalid, and both of your arms are jammed in the hole in the wall. The med hole, the glory hole of well-being, the magic sphincter. You grunt and pull your arms back out. They're healed. The cuts on your wrists are just two faded pink lines. You take a step away from the wall and immediately hit the ground. You may not be actively dying anymore, but you did just lose like half the blood in your body. Gosh, you're tired. A little giggle makes you turn around, or roll over since you are still on the floor and probably not getting up anytime soon. It's fine. You've met worse floors in your life. Amicia is sitting at one of her easels, her hair pulled back beneath a scarf and little round glasses perched on her nose. A jar of your blood sits next to her, and as you walk, she dips a brush in.
I'm glad you're awake. I was a little worried I'd actually killed you back there.
She laughs, and you laugh along with her. It's very funny. Actually, everything is funny right now. It's probably the blood loss.
Probably.
You ask her what she's painting.
You, of course. You inspired me.
Well, right now it just looks like a bunch of red squiggles and some lines, but she only just got started. She's warming up. She sits there on her stool, looking at her palette and chewing on her lip thoughtfully. She looks somewhat nervous.
Actually, I want to show you something. Something I've never shown anyone else.
She leaps up from her stool and crosses the studio. You roll to your other side to keep her in your line of sight. You really hope she isn't getting another Space Jam jar. She starts turning around the canvases one by one. They're all blank, except for one, which has a very little... Wait, no, that's just a shadow. Every single one of them is blank. You aren't sure you understand. You ask if these are all just new canvases that she hasn't gotten the chance to paint on yet. Amicia sighs.
No. I've had them for forever. I'm just not a real painter. There. I said it. Oh, look at that face.
Aw. She buries her face in her hands, talking from between her fingers.
I'm really good at all the other parts. The materials in the studio. I even make all my own paints. Other people make your paints. I just can never do the actual sitting down and doing art part.
She just looks so despondent. You wish you could do something, but you don't really know that much about art, and you probably can't stand up yet. You tell her that she looks like she's moving in the right direction at least. You don't even have a studio or any brushes or stuff like that. Of course you have no aspirations to being a painter, but you leave that part out.
That's just it. I feel inspired for the first time ever. I think it has to be your messed up, disgusting mutant blood. There's really no other explanation.
She takes a knee beside you, picking up one of your limp hands with hers. They're cold, like she's been pressing them to a glass window in winter.
Usually I just finish off my contributors quickly. I don't have time to deal with a bunch of injured low-bloods moaning around my studio. But I couldn't just use your blood all at once. You're far too special for that.
You gaze at Amicia. A mist has descended over your vision, and it isn't even the mist of imminent death.
I have to keep this precious blood safe. I think you might be my muse.
You will never escape. We did it! We're friends!
I love the heart exclamation point.
Yeah.
Mm.
She's sweet.
She's horribly messed up, but I love her.
Yeah. Man, that's gonna be the case for most of these poor folks. Oh god. Sarava. My mans. The one, the only.
I just read his last name is Hemorrhoid. Sorry.
Oh no! Oh, mean.
Hello, Mr. Hemorrhoid.
Yes, a potential new friend approaches, and they look almost as messed up as you.
Whoa, what the fuck? You an alien?
You nod enthusiastically. You sure hope your prospective new friend is comfortable with extraterrestrials. Things could get pretty awkward otherwise.
You should really, like, not be outside. Freaks like you will get picked off by drones in a hot second. No offense.
You don't like the sound of being picked off by drones. That would really inhibit your companionship plans. You hastily explain to this strange, one-eyed troll that you crash-landed on this planet and are in desperate search of friendship. Your plight seems to move them.
Well, shit. If you really don't have anywhere to be, I promise I wouldn't do anything cold, risky. Ah, what the hell. Come with me. Name's Sarava, by the way.
You follow Sarava down a twisting stretch of road. Wow, this is going great already. You bet you'll have a new friend in no time.
Alright, here's my hive. You can hide out here for now. That's my chair. That's my other chair. That's my poster. I got a lot of followers who are pretty into aliens. And I might get a kick out of this.
You look around Sarava's hive in awe. They sure seem to have a batshit crazy taste in home decor.
Checking out my aesthetic. Pretty poggers, ain't it? I worked pretty hard putting this place together. It's all about the look in the background when you're streaming. Talking like this makes me so tired.
Yeah.
You probably honestly feel somewhat close to how he feels.
Oh, God, like actually tired. I'm gonna pass out. Don't want my fans think I live in a fucking dump and spend most of my days depressed and crying. You like Moisture Wave? Do you like Moisture Wave? My good new possible friend. Do you like Moisture Wave?
Again, this can only go two ways. Either he freaking hates Moisture Wave, or he hates that we don't know Moisture Wave. Whatever it is.
Fitty.
I mean, it's like, it looks like he likes Vaporwave aesthetics or whatever. Moisture Wave is probably similar, right? Should we lie?
Lie about
Moisture Wave?
liking it?
Yeah, should we lie?
That's a good foundation for a friendship, is lying about
Yeah,
shared interests.
I love lying.
Should
I do love the aesthetic of his room, and if his room's aesthetic is Moisture Wave, then I guess I do love Moisture Wave, though, to be fair.
Yeah, alright. I love it. You have no idea what the hell a moisture wave is, but you don't want to offend your new friend. You tell them you love it.
Word.
Alright.
I'm actually streaming some chill beats as we speak.
Yeah, okay, I can fuck with this. I do like it.
Yeah.
Check it.
They gesture toward their strangely bulbous alien computer. On the screen is a GrubTube channel. Lo-fi, aesthetic, incubated beats.
I kind of love and hate the words incubated beats.
Yeah. Also, I like this guy. He's fun.
Yeah.
Wow, they sure have a lot of subscribers. You ask them if they drew that very nice anime girl they're using as the splash art.
Nah, I just ripped it off some Eastern Altarian movie and recolored it to look like me. And it fucking nailed it.
You nod vigorously. This is very impressive.
Oh, God, I'm gonna pass out from doing this. Yeah, I'm kind of a big fucking deal online. You're talking to the number one. I've built up my own streaming empire. Worked my ass off. Nursed these beats to health from tragically ill sample loops. It's not all fun and games, though. The life of a popular online guy. You can't even imagine the hardships I've gone through. All in the name of lo-fi chill bop aesthetic moisture wave beats. That shit keeps me up at night.
Sarava looks into the middle distance pensively, their one eye filled with poignant emotion. You never knew the life of a streamer could be so vaguely filled with torment. You're moved to cry a single tear.
Yeah. You get it. You're really vibing on my emotional frequency, my dude. You know you gotta suffer for popularity.
You nod enthusiastically. You don't think you've ever been particularly popular, but you're very good at suffering. This is going great.
I wish I could say more. Really get all emotionally vulnerable and share my tragic backstory. But ever since the incident, it's been so hard to trust new people. You feel me?
The incident. This is so tantalizing. You just know that if you want to make a new friend, you're going to have to get them to confess their deepest insecurities and embarrassing secrets to you. That is how friendship works.
Yep.
Yep.
You place a sympathetic hand on Sarava's shoulder.
You know what, dude? You really want to be friends?
Yes, yes! You can't believe how pain-free and easy this experience has been. What a wonderfully new friend you're about to make. You can practically feel the future bro embraces you two will surely share. They feel good. They feel right.
They feel tight.
Yeah.
You sure are eager. God, you must be like super lonely. Oh, it's almost sad. Anyway, but like, if we're gonna be friends, we have got to work on your look. You are looking
Please dress me like you.
not poggers.
Please dress me like you, Sarava.
Your aesthetic is basically hot garbage right now.
Wow.
My followers can't see me hanging out with a fucking rando like this. Oh, they're gonna call me cringe, and I might lose subscriber. I'm sure you understand.
You aren't quite sure you follow. What's wrong with you? You've always thought you had a simplistic charm, a face you could put on a logo. You're not sure if you're ready to change up the tried and true classics for this newfangled teen. But...
You are really lonely.
And you are so thirsty for Sarava's sweet friendship nectar. You need to taste it. You have to taste it. With a friend like them, you could really go places. You could be someone.
Friendship nectar, huh?
Yeah. You could finally be down with the hip youth of today.
That's what the kids are calling it these days.
You tell Sarava you're willing to try anything to get into the esteemed ranks of their friend list.
Well, damn. Ugh, God, I'm so tired now. Hold up, I've got an idea. Follow me.
Sarava leads you up the winding stairs of their hive.
Which I can only assume are multicolored like his wall.
Yeah.
Like each other step.
Lining the walls are pictures of Sarava in strange poses in several different locations. They're surrounded by a few trolls you don't recognize in similar silly fashions. Fellow members of the Moisture Wave community?
Really gotta take that shit down. They're all dead to me.
You want to ask if they mean that literally or not. You never know with trolls, but you keep your mouth shut. Best not to offend your new friend.
I love how you both just burp into the mic as much as you possibly can.
No, I try to avoid the mic. Just not well. I don't try hard.
Yeah.
I don't try. You can just say you don't try.
No, I slightly moved my face away from the mic.
My mic is powerful,
Slightly.
even if I'm, like, across the room, it would probably pick it up.
It's very funny to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, I could burp right into it,
Going at
like
the
right
rate-
now.
Please do not.
Like right now.
You're going at Stop! You're going at the rate at a burp a minute, except for what Leo just did. And it's Only a certain subsection of people are gonna watch this video.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, we know our audience.
Ugh.
Homestuck burp fetishists.
Shut your mouth!
No,
They're
you
out
be
there.
clear.
Shut
Oh,
up.
have
Of
to
course
be,
they're
right?
out there.
I mean, they're Homestuck inflation fetishists, so
Yeah.
I feel like burping
Guys,
is a logical
guys.
next step.
I wonder
Yeah.
if
As
there's
Sarava says, let's just move on and never speak of this again. Yeah, let me actually read that. Alright, never mind.
Oh, no, that was it.
Let's just move on and never speak of this again.
Sarava leads you into a fairly large loft bedroom. This room is a bit less ostentatious than the streaming area downstairs. Naruto.
What? Oh, I
The
see. Yeah,
picture says Nard. It's Nard, yeah.
I see the
Nard.
headband. Nart.
Nart.
Oh my god, Naruto actually has the right number of letters. Huh.
Oh shit. So does Sasuke.
His last name doesn't work though. Naruto's last name doesn't work though.
I don't even know his last name.
Uzumaki.
Fish cake McTwist.
Naruto.
Yeah, sure. I mean, basically, considering.
Yeah, it's basically right, yeah.
Well, here we are. Welcome to my respite block. We're gonna get you hooked up. If you're gonna be my new friend, you got to look the part. For streams and stuff, you know? We have to make you a critter account too.
Shitter.
Fuck you. It's good for my image to have friends. The pickings have been pretty slim ever since the incident.
On that ominous note, Sarava presses a button on the wall and a large door opens to reveal an expansive walk-in closet filled with colorful accessories and clothes. It looks like a regular batshit neon shirt apocalypse.
Well, have at it. Go hog wild, my dude.
Motherfucker, you made me yawn too.
That means we are friends.
Yeah.
High five. Nice.
Ow.
I have strong hands.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to help you pick out a look.
Now, do we want to dress ourselves, or do we want Sarava to?
Do we trust ourselves to get the peak moisture wave aesthetics, or should we let our new friend, Mike Estrada, do it? Nin?
I'm here. I just don't know.
I mean, I know.
Of course you know. We get it. You've done it before. You've said that. But I don't know. One of his arms is thicker than the other.
Bro, you can't just say that. You can't just point that out.
Okay, I won't point that out again. I don't think his thicker arm belongs to him. No, I don't think their thicker arm belongs to them, though. Anyway. Let's let Sarava help us.
You admit you have no idea how to dress yourself. You could really use some expert advice from a teen.
Why do we say from a teen like we're not? This makes it sound like we're a creepy adult trying to get friendship from teenagers.
We are an ambiguous white stick figure. We don't have an age.
Ageless
Yeah, but, like,
entity.
It just you're ageless. Yeah, we're a Cthulhu.
Yeah, we're a fucking Lovecraftian cosmic horror entity who just wants a friend.
Plus, friendship has no age.
I don't like how you said that.
Yeah,
Gonna
that was
gonna be honest.
yeah, I was
Gonna be
intentionally
honest.
trying to be creepy about it so that no one took me seriously.
Gonna be honest. I don't
It
like how you said
worked.
that.
It was very creepy. It worked.
I've succeeded.
Gonna be honest. That was pretty weird, champ.
Pretty cringe, bro.
Oh shit. Cue the makeover sequence, bitch. I'm gonna make you look aesthetic as fuck.
You stand in the center of Sarava's closet for a good hour as they go back and forth between various fashion items. Man, this troll is really indecisive. You think you're gonna go blind from all the neon in here.
Okay. I'm done. That was surprisingly hard. You have a hard to dress body. In general, kind of fucked up looking, to be honest. It's chill though. Because now you look fly as hell.
You look at yourself in the mirror.
Wow.
It's
Like
his
how they
look.
took. I
Yep.
like how they took all that time to dress us just for, just for them to decide, hey, exactly like me.
Yeah. It really is, huh?
Iconic. Now, we just gotta set you up on the social medias, my dude. But first, selfie time.
You take a variety of cool selfies with Sarava. Wow, this is really going well.
Alright, I'll post these and promo you. My new friend. You'll be internet famous in no time.
Planetarium burp compilation.
Please, at some point we have to edit that together, please.
Out of context burps. It's because I've been eating too many oblong meat products. And by that, I mean land yoggers.
The sweet meats, bro.
Then we can finally be friends.
That's what it's all about, baby. That's what you've been working toward this entire time. Sarava's friendship is so close you can smell it. It smells pretty dank.
Seems like people are really into you. Check it out. You already got like 40 whatevers.
It's true, the likes and comments and subscriptions are just rolling in. Huh.
Well, at this rate, you'll be more popular than me.
You assure Sarava that this will definitely never happen. All you truly desire is friendship, not fans.
That's what they all say. All my so-called friends. They were only in it because I was popular. No one ever gave a shit about me as a person. I'm just a funny meme to them. A funny clown man. A funny hee-haw guy. Just a guy they can copy. You know, high bloods are always stealing my work. My look. My music. I'm the real influencer, but there's violet bloods out there taking my shit and getting twice the followers and tons of money. And I'm stuck here in the shitty hive with no friends because they all turned on me. But it's cool. It's chill. I'm totally chill with it.
Something shifts in Sarava's expression as they get a good look at you. You tense up. Your new friend sure is acting weird. Ding. Sarava checks the notifications on their phone.
What? The hell did you do?
Huh? What? You didn't do anything.
You think you can just steal my luck and get away with it?
Bruh. Bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh.
All my followers think you're the new big thing because you look like me. They want to know what the hell's going on. When's your new friend stream? What's their sign? Are you kidding me? You haven't even done anything. You're just like all the rest.
No, you don't want to be like all the rest. You just want to be friends.
It's too late for that now. You've made me look like a fucking idiot. Now there's only one thing to do. I really didn't want it to come this. But you left me with no choice. I'm ready to call out post!
Oh god!
No, he's gonna cancel us.
No! Sarab-
I'm ready to call out post on shitter.com and no one can stop me!
Saraba types furiously on their device. You can't stand to look. This is the worst possible thing that could have happened. Now no one will be your friend ever again. You'll be forced to live on the outskirts of society, a pariah. I'll be right back. I have to piss really bad.
God, Shitter's fuck. Shitter's gonna be up in arms. There's gonna be K-pop gifts everywhere in my cancel tag.
They're gonna start a hashtag about us. It's gonna go viral and make the front page.
There just will be K-pop there for no reason. Because they
Ew.
can't. K-pop cans can't keep their nose out of fucking anything.
There are gonna be fan cams from everything, not just K-pop too. Because people there's gonna be people who support us with fan cams of us made from that one picture that we took with Sarava. And there are gonna be fan cams for Sarava of all of their streams and stuff.
I'm focusing mainly on K-pop
wild.
just because
You
I
hate
want
K-pop.
no. I once saw this video where someone decided, you know what, I'm gonna cancel myself on Twitter, and eventually they got a tag going up, and for some reason K-pop's there, and she's like, I don't know who this is, but fuck them, and just post K-pop paid K-pop gifts.
Yeah, those tweets always make me laugh. Just I have no idea what this tweet is, but but look at my fan. Hey, you pee fast. Wasn't that?
Speedrun.
This percent speed run.
Peed run.
Oh, Christ. You can't even begin to imagine the things that Sarava must be writing about you. You must have fucked up so many things in your life to lead you to this point. There's only one thing to do. You stagger downstairs past all the portraits of Sarava's ex-friends. You wonder if they met the same horrible fate as you. Their grinning faces taunt you with slivers of friendship that could never be. You burst out of the front door of Sarava's hive and make your way to a conveniently placed stump. You sit on it in complete despair. There's no point living anymore. With trembling hands, you reach inside.
Dark.
We did it.
Huh. That was an ending.
It was an ending. But I
Yep,
wanna be his
technically.
friend.
Technically, that was an ending.
An ending of our life.
We did not save.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to skip.
I'm really good at clicking fast. I played a lot
There's
of
enough
cookie click.
button. Okay.
There's a button too. I love Moisture Wave.
Okay.
That's him talking.
We got our own look, I guess.
I'm a big boy, I can dress myself.
Yeah.
You let Sarava know you are perfectly comfortable picking out your own look. You think
Mommy,
you can
wow, I'm
figure
a
out
big
this
boy now.
this fashion business easily enough. What could possibly go wrong? This is child's play.
Yeah, man. Fashion is all about, like, what you feeling. But also what's trending. But, you know, what you feeling. We're the ones that start the trends. You strike me as a real influencer, you know? Go for it, my dude. Show your look, plenty poggers.
You enter the closet tentatively. As soon as Sarava is out of sight, your stupid ego deflates like a farting balloon. You don't know the first thing about the hip youth alien fashion of today. This is going to be an absolute shit show, you reckon. You are fully prepared to make an utter fool of yourself. Well,
What
you
we
might
do
as well get
best.
started. Yeah. You pick a few accessories off of the shelves at random. A bright pink hat? Sure. You tilt it jauntily to the side. You're pretty sure that's cool. Sunglasses? Definitely. That's a no-brainer. No cool guy would be caught dead without a sweet pair of shades. You select the most ostentatious pair available. You think you're getting the hang of this moisture wave aesthetic. You just have to look like the biggest tool possible.
How rude.
Several accessories later.
Wow, radical, neato.
Listen, I kind of dig.
Right?
I could probably draw this into a really good outfit. I hate them. Why are they so mean?
Oh man, if only we knew that this was gonna be the moisture wave episode, then we could have had a moisture wave thumbnail.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Oh. My fuck. This shit is transcendent. Wow. Transcendent. You got me speechless. Just poggers. I mean, damn. Look at you. You're like a whole new guy. Like, I'm pretty sure you were naked before this. A much chiller and cooler guy who I now gotta be friends with right now, immediately. Now all we gotta do is debut to my hundreds and thousands of followers. This is gonna be fucking great. Oh, let's take some selfies.
Your
I almost
heart
dropped my phone.
Rip. Yeah, I yeeted mine across the room already, as I do at the start of every stream. Your heart is soaring. You did it. You really did it. You're down with the kids, and now Sarava wants to take the coveted selfies with you. This night couldn't be going any better. You may look like a complete asshole, but if it can win you popularity with a bunch of alien teenagers, then an asshole you will be. Selling out is amazing.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get over here. We're gonna take some fees.
You pose with Sarava for several selfies. They put their arm around you in a gesture of newly formed friendship. You are beaming with friend pride.
Fried. Bro, you're fried. Oh, hell yeah. These are turning out great. Damn. We're killing it. How all I do is post them.
Sarava fiddles around with their phone for a while. You're so nervous. You've never been internet famous before. You hope the new fame won't change you too much, or maybe you hope it will change you? Change you into someone with a ton of friends.
And the likes are rolling in. Oh, yes. I live for this shit. This guy is asking if you want any of your quadrants filled. Oh, this girl loves your shades. Damn, a lot of people are asking if you're single. A lot of alien fuckers. Don't go for it though. They all are terrible. All my followers are fucking freaks, dude.
You aren't quite sure what filling a quadrant is. Sounds like some kind of fucked up alien ritual. But if it's anything like friendship, you are all for it.
It's
Well,
basically like friendship.
welcome to the twisted internet fame. Let's chill out and listen to some beats. You vape? I got a pretty juicy rig downstairs.
Before you know it, you're sitting on Sarava's couch, watching them finagle with a horrifyingly elaborate vape rig that appears to be made out of some sort of living larva. You don't want to know. Sarava places their mouth on what surely must be a bug anus and inhales deeply. The rig makes an awful high-pitched rattling noise. You think you're going to vomit.
Oh man, that's the good stuff. Here you go, dude. Don't be a pussy.
You take the trembling insect into your hands. Well, here you go. Your final hurdle to eternal friendship and popularity. You vape vigorously, inhaling as much as you can. The vapor fills your lungs immediately. It burns. A lot. You suddenly realize that you're not quite sure if this alien vape juice is compatible with your anatomy. You could have just inhaled a bug ass full of poison like a fucking idiot. What a way to die. Your vision swims.
Yeah, you got. Oh, yeah, you got it. Just hold it in.
Tears stream down your face as you hold in your double lungful of insect gas. You sure are glad you have on your pair of cool shades, or you would never be able to live this embarrassment down.
I know the screen is just trembling.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
You're not sure how long you're supposed to do this? As long as it takes.
You can exhale now.
You cough and sputter, green vapor spewing from your mouth straight into Sarava's face. You did it. You lived.
Gross. Man, that was sick.
Your head feels light and woozy, and you giggle. Yeah. The two of you kick back and relax on the couch, and you stare up at the ceiling. Whoa, when did that huge wasp nest get there? Crazy, man. Sarava's music suddenly sounds a lot more interesting.
Dude. Today has been way chiller than I expected. Ever expected.
Horse.
Horse. You are officially my best friend for life. Just promise you not to betray me.
You promise. This is incredible. You love your new friend. You watch as they effortlessly take another huge rip from their vape rig.
I've been burned in the past. It's not easy being popular online. Especially as a low blood. I used to be such a fucking big shot. Got into sassy fights with high bloods and shitter. Always had some shit to say. Then shit got out of control. I'm a psionic, so bitches started reporting me as way more powerful than I really am. Trying to get me all enslaved and shit so I couldn't keep up with my streams. It's all jealousy, you know? Stupid ass friends turned on me so they wouldn't be targeted next. So I took matters in my own hands. Gouged out my fucking eye. Sick as fuck. Can't use me as a battery, bitch. Still got a big following, but I really don't talk online anymore. Better just stay under the radar and not piss people off. Just be chill. And if I don't get to my, if, fuck, I'm starting to lose myself in the colors. And if I don't get close to my followers, then they can't try to use me. Of course, that just means I no longer have any goddamn friends. Well, until you nameless alien man or person.
You are truly moved. What a special bond you have formed with your new friend to have them open up to you about their darkest secrets.
Bro, since we vape together, can you tell me your pronouns now?
This is the most significant and transcendent moment you have ever experienced. The two of you share a beautiful and tender bro embrace, the likes of which will never be replicated in this known universe again for all time, forever. Probably. You don't really know. You're high as fuck right now.
Friends.
Friendship.
Nice.
All things considered, Saramo is like the most chill person we had so far.
We love
Just
them.
wanted- They just wanted to get high.
Hell yeah.
Hey guys, what happens if you kill a person before you find out their pronouns?
What do you mean? What happened?
This sounds
The
like
new-
a setup to a joke. I don't know, what?
The new pronouns are was and were.
Should we do another chapter? We have until 5.
Yeah, I'm down. We could probably get through at least half a volume. One
Yeah.
route. And we got ladies next.
Oh yeah, pretty ladies.
Give me a second. I gotta piss.
Alright.
How
Pee
dare you?
run.
Give me a second. I gotta get something to drink.
Okay. Oh,
I'm
God.
right here.
Here, hold on. Let me find. I left off on this many streams ago and forgot.
Leo,
about
don't you
it.
dare.
Oh no, yo.
You have found something else, and now I'm too curious to go pee yet.
No, I'm upset because it seems that I might have lost the fucking Worm on a String fanfiction.
Oh, blessed day. Oh, holy night. Oh,
The one
whatever
I was,
dark god shines upon us.
the one I was really sad about. Yeah, let's see.
Was this the very poorly written one?
Yeah, it was like fantasy Kokikshi X Worm on a String.
Alright, I need to piss. I'm done listening.
Okay. Reader X Worm on a String. My Baby Banana. The Worm on a String. This one looks interesting. 5-part story. Oh, it's just pictures. Fucking lame. Wattpad, come on. God damn it. I know it's around here somewhere. Is this it? This might be it. This is a different one. Forbidden Love. Worm on a String X Reader. Oh. I can't find it. This isn't Worm on a String fanfiction. This is his fanfiction titled Strings for a book called Worm. I got clickbaited. Here it is, String of Fate, Worm on a String X Reader. Alright, here we go. Let me switch to the BRB screen. And the main menu for some... Are you gonna do music at me? No? That's fine. I'll just read to you, dear audience. The forest floor was cold and dense. A soft wind brought with it the gentle humming of cicadas that swept over the unconscious body of your name. A continuous ringing was heard through your ears as you struggled to grasp the surroundings. A gentle sunlight filtered through the trees, cascading down upon the blanket of moss that occupied the forest floor. You moved your face from the compacted flooring, looking around to gather any possible information from the surroundings. You were lost. That much was known. You stood to your full height before relenting a cry of distress. Arg, my head, you thought, as a deep, pulsating irritation caused a largely disorienting aura. Now, I'm sure at this point you can see why this fanfic makes me angry. It's because it's bad.
Leo.
Oh, thank God you're back.
You don't have to do this anymore. I'm here for you.
Thank you.
But
Arg, my head, your thought, as a deep pulsating
Stop!
irritation caused a largely disorienting aura. Like, how bullshit is that writing?
You're upsetting me.
Yeah. Oh,
Stop it.
This author... Okay, there's an author and an editor, and the editor didn't do shit. Bad content.
The editor just sat there.
The editor just looked at it and was like, yeah, that's words. Who cares if they make sense, if they're fucking poorly written, like a fucking middle schooler's attempt at purple prose.
Purple prose. I just... Oh, is that Craigoly?
I believe so.
Craigoly. Craigoly.
What?
I found the bad fanfiction.
Oh, God.
It's fine, though. Alright. Alright. Volume 3 of Ladies Grey and Lucii White. I don't know why I said it like that.
Cool whip.
Putting one foot in front of the other, you continued on through this strange alien world. Just when you think stuff is beginning to make sense, it all slips through your fingers and becomes even stranger and more alien. There does, however, seem to be one thing that remains constant through all planets and walks of life. That thing is friendship. You are on the prowl for more. It would have perhaps been wise to stay with one of your wonderful new friends until you are fully healed. But as Martha Stewart said, visitors, like fish, begin to smell after 3 days. You're almost positive Martha Stewart said that. Nevertheless, you soldier on in your endless quest for companionship. Where will your travels take you next?
The hard thing here, right, is that if I'm not mistaken, that person, Rania there, has jade blood, yeah?
Aww.
Which makes me automatically required to love her.
We love Virgos.
Yeah. Also, God, what was my sign? Was mine Versin? What is she?
Wait, what's your sign?
I was thinking about my sign on the extended quiz, but I don't remember what it was, what it like actually was. Dang, I'll have to retake that soon.
Oh, Yeah,
But,
that'd be a fun thing to do on stream.
so either that would be fun to do on stream, and then design sonas based on that. Skyla, Kariga, they both look so. I like them both.
They're both very good.
Yeah. I guess I'll take the left because pattern, and I'll do a country accent for her.
All right, Skyla Corriga. As
Skyla Corky?
Yeah.
Corgi.
Corky.
Skyrim Corgi.
As dawn approaches, you find yourself heading out of the big city and into the rustic outskirts. Man, the sun sure is bright on this planet. It's rising over the crest of the distant hills, a huge fiery ball. The later it gets, the bigger and bigger it grows, way bigger than you've ever seen the sun on Earth. What's that smell? Could it be your flesh beginning to sizzle? Fantastic! You love the country. No wonder the nightlife seems so active on Alternia. They're all nocturnal to avoid brutal daily roasting. Although
That's also why I stay off the internet.
Yeah. You reach into your pocket for your cool new shades, but you appear to have left them at your friend's house. Fuck. You gotta get yourself together. The recent physical trauma and extensive blood loss has you a little fuzzy. You weren't built for this wilderness survival shit. You're starting to wish you'd just stolen a fucking Lamborghini or something instead of a spaceship. This seriously isn't looking good. The city is too far away now for you to turn back, so you have no choice but to keep walking. Maybe you can find a cave or a hole in the ground. Maybe you can just cover yourself with grass. You wish that someone had mentioned the Death Sun in between offering you alien meat products and calling you their muse. Off to your left in the distance, you catch a sight of what might be the shimmer of sunlight on glass. A window? A solar panel? You could seriously clean up with renewable energy on this planet. Should you change your trajectory and go toward the shimmer? It might just be a mirage.
Let's go toward it, I guess. I have this knack for ending a route at the first choice. Let's see if it keeps going.
Yeah. You turn your aching, stinging meat sack toward the distant promising sparkle of safety and succor. You focus on just staying upright, one step at a time. Just keep swimming or whatever. God, this sun though. You need SPF 5 million for this nonsense. But then, almost like it has picked itself up to come scuttling to meet you, you suddenly find yourself in front of a long, low structure. You let out a yelp of anguish, pounding on the door. At least you hope it's the door.
What in the world?
The door opens and you fall inside with one of the most pathetic whimpers of your career. Blessed darkness closes in on you. From right beside you comes a snuffling yip, like some joker is making fun of your dire situation. Something warm and wet glides up your stinging cheek.
Hold on, lady. Give him some room.
A pair of hands help you sit up, gently. Your eyes haven't adjusted enough to make out more than a couple shapes, one upright and one lower to the ground. What were you doing? Oh, that's not.
You're right. What were you doing out there? Can you stand?
Strong arms pull you to your feet. You wonder if everyone on this planet is strong, or if you are just extremely flimsy. They guide you to a chair at the end of a long table. Stutteringly, you begin to explain yourself, that you are an injured, exhausted traveler who is ravenous for pals.
Well, bless your heart. But hold on a tick. Dinner's about to burn.
Now that your rescuer mentions it, you do smell something. It smells amazing.
Funny you should just blunder in here like that. I was just saying, wasn't I, lady? It's been so long since we had any sort of guests who weren't Imperial drones or out to rob us.
You
You
rub at
sound
your
so
You rub at your watering, slowly clearing eyes, and when you look back up, your rescuer finally comes into focus. She's tall, taller than anyone else you've met here, you think. Also, maybe a little older? Not that you're an expert in troll physiology, she just has an air of knowledgeable competence. She's wearing a fringed jacket and holding up a plate.
There you go.
Finally, someone with an air of competence.
Yeah.
Your ocular's feeling any better? Wait, our first girl, she was competent at killing.
Very true. Competent at being a crazy bitch.
Yeah. And Sarava was competent with streaming.
Hell yeah.
By the by, my name's Skyla. Pleasure to meet you. And this here's Lady. They just took a picture of a dog and
Yeah.
Just put a filter over it.
yeah.
She looks down, and at first you think she means the table, but then you look under the table at the giant monster dog looking up at you. You jolt so hard you almost fly backward out of your goddamn chair.
Whoa there. No need for theatrics.
It looks a little like one of those lassie dogs with the pointed noses, except enormous and pure white. Its barks practically shake the whole house.
Hey there, Lady.
Bjork.
No need to be rude. They've clearly had a hell of a time and they don't look dangerous. Just really peculiar. Besides, if they try anything, you and me can take them.
Skyla puts her hands on her hips, staring you down with thunderous yellow eyes.
Right? No funny business, you hear?
You're gonna like the end of this one.
Good.
You swallow and nod, trying to look unthreatening and obligating. Ready for anything. For instance, friendship. You are so ready for that. Skyla sets
Are
down the
you ready
plate.
for this? My Little Pony song.
Oh, I was thinking. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Skyla sets down the plate she's holding.
Here, have a grub cake. There's plenty.
That sounds gross as hell, but what's sitting on the plate looks and smells exactly like a normal pancake, golden brown and crispy at the edges.
I would kill for some pancakes. There's boiled tree blood too, if you'd like.
Now, I can't tell if this static shit that keeps coming through my headphones is also coming through Streamlabs.
I can
hold
hear it.
on.
You
I can
I
hear
can't.
static shit.
I can't. That's interesting.
Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna check this. It's gone now. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I'll tell you if I hear static again, and you can tell me if you also hear static. Yeah.
I'll check the stream real quick.
Yeah.
I hear static.
Yep, there it is.
So what I don't hear it on the stream.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Alright, then good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's coming from my headphones. They have like one of the knob things so you can change the volume, but it's all fucked up. So it just yells.
Me. Oh, now I hear static. Okay. Also churned dairy products. There's boiled. Okay.
Whoops.
You're fine.
She
She puts down a. Oh my god. Sorry.
I like how she has a poster of cowboy boots.
Yeah.
I mean,
She
yeah,
looks
what else
like-
do you have?
I like how her outlets are also fitted to her aesthetic.
Oh yeah.
Back there.
Huh.
Hmm.
That's weird. Alternian outlets. She puts down a carafe of syrup and a dish of butter. Man, everything here has really weird names. Skyla pours out a cup of some very familiar smelling liquid. Brown bean juice, you guess? Skyla raises an eyebrow.
No. That's just coffee.
She sits down next to you.
You're lucky you were only out in the light of dawn. At dawn. Nobody wants to be out in direct Alternian sunlight besides Jade Bloods. And no offense, but you certainly ain't any Jade Blood that I've ever seen. At first I thought you were some sort of mutated Lucis because you don't have horns and you were grunting and yipping up a storm back there. But you're an alien, right? Don't worry. I won't call the drones. I'd best get used to being around aliens anyway. Oh, you're gonna try to get off world? Alright, yeah. Seeing as how I'm gonna be seeing a whole mess of y'all come next week, so she is older.
She laughs nervously. You aren't sure what she's talking about. Do you even need to specify that anymore? It's just natural law at this point. Gravity, the conservation of energy, and you don't know what the fuck is going on.
Lady, would you mind drawing a bath for our guest? Oh, she trained her Lucis well.
That's fucking rad.
No offense, but you smell like you could use one.
Can't argue with that. You offer her a cautious smile. God, she seems so nice and caring, but you've been burned before, and cut, and generally kicked around by fate. It's a tough world out there, but you want to trust Skyla. Lady takes a bucket in her muzzle and runs out into the yard, getting up on her hind legs and batting at the door latch to open it. It's adorable. The sun is high enough now that the whole landscape outside is washed in white. Oh god, the dog!
Oh, it's sweet of you to worry. Lucy are fine going outside for a little while in the daylight. Their coats reflect light or something to that effect. I don't really know how it works. I ain't exactly known for my scientific acumen.
You tell her that she seems pretty smart from where you're standing.
Yeah, she used the word acumen.
Yeah. As cynical as you are becoming, you just can't help trying to be her friend. She's so nice and, wow, really pretty. Not that that's a requirement for friendship, but your retinas would have to be way more scalded than they are to not notice that.
That's nice of you to say. But it wouldn't even really matter if I was a bona fide genius. Someone of my caste can never hope to rise up in the ranks. Best I can hope for is hauling crates on some cargo vessel.
Ranks? Cargo vessel? You swallow your bite of grub cake, ready to ask her if she's thinking about joining the military, but just then a swell of noise erupts from outside the house. Shouts, crashes, and Lady's frantic barks. Skyla gasps and launches herself out of her chair, knocking over the carafe of syrup. It oozes across the tabletop in a sticky wave.
Oh no! Not now!
What the hell is going on?
Bandits! Goddamn Lucis thieves!
You don't get the chance to ask anything else before Skyla careens toward the door, throwing up an arm as blazing white light pours in. Oh god, she's going to go outside and burn up. She isn't thinking straight. Gotta do something.
Don't let anything happen to her. She's so precious. Help her.
Alright.
I feel like stopping her would get us killed.
What the hell? You've already experienced the Alternian sun. It sucked a whole lot. Maybe now will suck less, because of how bad it sucked then. Just a sliding scale of suckage.
You both burn a lot.
Yeah.
Skyla plunges out into the daylight in the direction of the commotion, and like a big dumb asshole, you barrel out into the blazing hellscape after her. Surprise! It still sucks. You've had sunburns before, but this is ridiculous. This is a fucking monster of a gas giant pointing and laughing at the tiny speck of humanity you represent, trembling before the void. It's a pure assault on all your senses. The light is almost as bad as the heat, and you put up your arms to block the glare, following the dust Skyla kicks up behind her. You doubt your eyes will actually ever adjust to this fuckery, but you can see a little better than before. There are about a dozen of them, all of them trolls, all wearing dark padded outfits that cover their faces. They look halfway between hazmat suits and SWAT uniforms. All of them have big, fake-looking guns that probably aren't fake. In fact, one of them shoots a laser at your face. You duck, and it leaves a blazing heat trail across your cheek. But as all of you is currently burning, it doesn't really break your stride. Skyla throws herself into the fray, letting out a war cry accompanied by the sound of a fist hitting flesh. It's 12 against 2, which is, if you remember your fractions right, is not unlike 6 against 1. But these guys had probably not been expecting a frontal assault, and they had definitely not been expecting a Skyla, who is frankly fucking terrifying. She shoves 3 trolls down like dominoes, grabbing up a discarded gun and shooting all 3 while they're on the ground. Nice. Murder. You have never been in a fight before. A fucking all-out brawl. It's scary, but now that you are in the thick of it, also kind of awesome?
He's so cool.
Right? Sure, your skin is burning and you could be killed at any moment, but that's just how it goes on this planet.
How it be.
Yeah. You just gotta get into the swing of things. Take no prisoners. Kill or be killed. Hell yeah! You pop one of the bandit trolls in the face. Fuck, that probably hurt your fist more than it hurt the troll, but it does throw them off balance for long enough for Skyla to smash the butt of her gun into the side of their head.
Yeehaw! That felt weird to do. Hell yeah!
She gives you a wild grin. The two of you are beaming at each other while a hostile alien sun tries to boil away the liquid from your eyeballs and a bunch of bandits try to dognap a giant monster. You love this girl. In a friendship way. But still, you love her. You make an awesome team. Another troll comes up behind Skyla, and she smashes an elbow into their throat, grabbing them by the front of their uniform and suplexing them onto the dusty ground. She wails on them with her bare hands. God. She's really hot.
Get lady!
Oh, right. You stumble over to where the Lucis is thrashing inside a big black net. You don't have any way to cut her free, but she's already doing great on her own, biting through the fibers with her big sharp teeth. You hold the net still for her to finish the job, and then pull it off her so she can join the fray. It's over fast after that. How did they even get Lady into the net in the first place? She's so giant and quick, grabbing trolls in her jaws and shaking them like chew toys. The remaining 5 who are still standing jump into their weird little dune buggies and make tracks. Emphasis on the bug. They look like scuttling little beetles. Skyla chases after them for a few hundred yards, throwing the gun after them and shouting obscenities.
And stay away, you hear? Tell the rest of them why you don't ever fuck with the Rusty's Ranch.
She stands silhouetted against the blazing sun, the dust trails vanishing into the distance. You are awash in heady victory, giggling like a lunatic, before the adrenaline kind of drains out of you all at once. You are violently reminded of your fucked up ribs and recent blood loss.
At least her arm isn't broken anymore.
Very true. The Alternian sun beats down, and your arms are already covered in raised patches of red skin. This is a sunburn turned up to 11.
Whoa there, are you okay?
Skyla is swaying too. A spray of olive green blood covers her cheek. At least the rainbow blood on this planet means you can be sure it isn't hers. But she still looks rough. Kinda how you feel.
Lady. Come here, girl.
Wow, you're gonna sit down. Maybe just take a little break. The pale landscape swoops, going even paler.
No, you can't rest here. You'll die, dumbass. Not letting anything happen to my new best friend.
Aw,
Wow, that was easy.
hell
We
yeah.
did it. All you had to do was save their luces. Get
All we
up.
had to do was put some bandits in the burning sun.
New best friend? Holy shit, that makes you so happy. You absolutely can't die here. Not when you've just made such an amazing friend.
The mention of friendship, and it's just like, I have new will.
Eh. Second wind.
Ow. I
Rip.
cracked my wrist.
Somehow the two of you managed to drag each other across the yard and toward the hive. You're gonna get this lingo down if it kills you. Whenever you feel yourself about to fall backward, you lean on Skyla. When you fall forward, you lean on Skyla. When you start to fall back, Lady is there to brace herself against the back of your knees. She's such a good Lucis. You wonder if she'll be your friend too. Her muzzle is dripping with a soup of multicolored alien blood. When you get back into the darkness of the hive, you can't see shit.
Dang, your species really ain't suited for this kind of environment, huh? You can't even see in the dark.
In demonstration, you walk right into the table. You've about had it with tables. You are sworn enemies at this point.
Please don't knock down my nutrition platform. What about side tables? What are those? What are those called? I built it myself.
She sounds exhausted but giddy. Dang, you really did that thing, didn't you? You kinda want to go in for the hug, but that sunburn is really something. It feels like tiny needles are piercing your arms and cheeks. The back of your neck is a colony of fire ants.
Oh yeah. Feels real bad, don't it? Come on, there's only one cure for sun rash.
Skyla takes your hand. Gosh, this is next level friendship stuff. She leads you through her hive, and who knows if you are ever going to get all of your vision back. Maybe you're just blind for life. You'll have to get a cane and a whimsical aesthetic and learn to navigate the world by smell alone.
Funny.
No, that would be stupid.
Here we go. My coop isn't huge, but you're kind of scrawny. What are you waiting for? Take your clothes off.
Man, the sun must have fucked with more than just your eyes, because you could have sworn Skylar just told you to take your clothes off.
You are seriously not getting in my Recooper-coon in those filthy rags. I'm not even sure what those clothes were supposed to be originally.
Yeah, you weren't so sure about your look either. Another new friend of yours told you it was rad, but you were both a little high at the time. You might be a little high right now. You wonder if sunstroke causes auditory hallucinations. Also, you don't know what a Recooper-coon is.
Huh? Really? Then what the heck do you sleep on in your planet? Sleep in on your planet.
You hear rustling, followed by the sound of clothes hitting the floor, and then a weird gloop gloop, like someone getting into a bathtub, only thicker.
If the troll didn't have soaper, well, I don't rightly know what would happen. But I reckon it wouldn't be great. It can speed the healing process for burns and small wounds. I'm not sure what it's going to do to your weird alien anatomy, but I don't see how it's going to make it any worse.
You tell Skyla that in your experience, things can always get worse, especially from her perspective right now, since she's about to see you naked. Nothing like a little self-deprecating humor as an A+ cover for crippling insecurity. Skyla laughs.
Come on now. I'm sure you're a perfectly healthy example of your species. You'd be wrong in that assumption.
Yeah.
Just get in already. I promise this isn't any sort of pale solicitation. Or flush, for that matter. I know it's awkward, but I only got one coop.
one bed trope. Alright. Right, okay. Yeah, you can totally do this. You can make this not weird. And of course, you trip, taking off your goddamn pants, and Skyla starts laughing all over again. Not in a mean way. More in a chill, please join me in my slime bathtub, old chum way. In a non-awkward way. In a friend way.
Victory! That's a good ending.
It's a very good ending.
Fun.
It's good shit. I think we can finish Volume 3 by 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get our dear sweet Jade Bloods.
Jade Bloods are the best. Everyone else. No, I'm kidding. I really like Skyla. She's so cool.
Yeah. Alright, Bronya, set us up. You've been traveling through a cave network for a while now. The rigid stone is a welcome respite from the eerily organic infrastructure you've been encountering, but it is also proving an unwelcome respite from friend-making. Maybe it was too much to hope for that this cavern would be home to another potential new buddy. Maybe leaving the big city behind was a horrible mistake. Just maybe these dark, cold tunnels are completely devoid of, oh, hang on, there's a bunch of buildings in the distance.
Hello, Quagoey?
Hello?
Kill me.
I can't do that because you gotta be Bronya.
I don't know what voice to do.
Sucks to suck. Anyway, do her.
Fine, you're getting a hag voice.
Why?
Because. Also, I still don't know how to commission people, and I'm upset about that.
DMs.
What are you, stupid? No,
Yeah.
of course I can't.
It sounds like you don't want to commission them.
God, can you imagine asking someone to draw something for you and paying them? God, I can't.
Wild.
It's too impossible. Anyway, hello. I guess this is the voice I'm doing now. Hello. Oh, you didn't like this voice? You should pick someone else. Oh.
Pick someone else?
Yeah.
Like who?
Leo.
Leo's already reading everything else.
Yeah, and?
You're hard to enjoy.
I thought you. I thought you were one of my girls. You don't look like a gay bud. Somebody else is hiding, actually. How strange.
Oh, Christ. You convey your usual spiel regarding your circumstances. You are lost and lonely, and your ribs are still broken, you think. Honestly, the ribs are fine. You could just use another friend or two.
Give me a second. Drinking.
Hmm.
I see. My first responsibility is to Jade in the mud grub. I can't make any promises of friendship just yet, but you do like you need someone to take care of you. Here in the Brooding Caverns, we follow a few simple rules. Don't invite drama from the top down below. Protect the mother grub. We have no hierarchy, but do what I say. Let's do everything we can to keep our current record of dozen sweeps without any Jades being called.
You're not sure what half of those words mean, but you nod your head.
Good, I'll take you to our hive. Follow me.
You follow her into her hive, which looks like a school or some kind of dormitory with multiple rooms and multiple floors.
Usually more of my Jades are around. Suppose that everyone. I suppose that everyone is out watching the Imperial drones arrive for the filial pails. Girls, we have a visitor to our caverns. 1. Do not be alarmed by their bizarre appearance. They seem to be harmless and quite weak. I mean, just poke them in the ribs and they squeal. Do not give them more injuries than they already have. Our visitor deserves a warm jade blood welcome.
She claps her hands. No one else is around, but you stand to attention and give her the thumbs up to show that you read her loud and clear.
Gives me, like, YouTube makeup artist vibes.
A little bit. She's got scene hair. You notice that she called you visitor and not friend, but that's okay. You can do whatever it takes until you're upgraded from visitor to friend, or at least charity case.
Our standards.
Yeah.
Come on, we've already had a couple friends. Our standards should be higher now.
You follow her upstairs, and she stops at a big room on the 2nd floor. When you step
Counterpoint. Sorry, but counterpoint. Our standards should be lower, not trying to kill us.
Yeah.
The bar is on the floor.
When you step into it, you have to clap your hand over your mouth to keep from gagging at the revolting sight. There are big, baby-sized larva-looking things all over the floor, squirming around and crying and inchworming out of kiddie pools of green slime. What the hell?
This is our nursery. Most of these wigglers are sick or injured, so we look after them in here until they're well enough to go back to the cavern and spin their cocoons.
She looks shifty all of a sudden, giving you some side-eye like she's sizing you up. You try to look very non-threatening and also 100% trustworthy.
We keep this nursery on the down low. It's not against any laws, but it's something of a break of tradition to save any grubs instead of letting them die. Tell you the truth, I'm not sure why we do it. I guess it just feels right to me to take care of them. Same way I take care of my jades.
A nursery, huh? You look around again with this new information. You guess you can sorta see how the wigglers look like babies. Can't believe that one of these things could grow up into anything that looks like Bronya, but this is an alien planet, so who knows? She takes you over to a shelf that seems to hold medical supplies. You're not sure what can be done for your broken ribs, but maybe she has some kind of alien technology that can help. But when she starts going through the cabinet, you don't see anything that looks high-tech like the thing that fixed your arm.
I guess most of what we have is stuff for the wigglers. And I am not familiar enough with your bizarre anatomy to know what will help. But if you're not completely sure to do something, it's best to try anyway. 1, even if you fail, everyone can still learn from your mistake. 2, maybe you won't fail. You never know.
You're not so sure about applying this ethos to your broken ribs, but she looks so determined, it might be rude to say no. Do we want her to help?
Sure, what could go wrong?
Yeah, let's have her help.
Yeah,
Let's see.
they're already broken. What's the harm?
Also, she has dimples. Her hat, and she was smiling.
Okay, alright. Okay, come here. Lift up your shirt so I can get a look at your injured bellow sack enclosures. Just like that. Turn the part that's all bloody and horrifying towards me.
She has something that looks like some kind of ointment? It's a shade of bright green, similar to the slime beds you see around the nursery, and it also seems to be glowing. Seems like there's nothing wrong with applying it to your skin. But despite your optimism, the second Bronya rubs some of it on your broken skin, you feel a searing hot pain like you just got doused with poison. You flinch back instinctively. Your momentum carries you too far, and as you step back, you trip on something behind your feet. You cartwheel your arms, but it's no use. You're going down. You're yelling timber.
Topical.
Yeah. That's a modern
Oh
reference.
no.
420! This is
Oh, yeah, it is.
420. epic.
Wow, nice realization at this point, which I can only assume is a bad point.
Yeah, it's pretty poggers though, dude. You feel something soft and squishy break your fall, and you hear a terrible squelching noise and some kind of animal squeal. You have fallen right onto one of the wigglers. You roll off of it, but there's no use. It's squished flat, and you're covered in olive fluid that you think might be its blood.
God, we sure do love just crushing things, don't we?
Yeah,
Yep.
with our ass.
With our ass. You look up to see Bronya's horrified face, and know that there is no hope for friendship in those vengeful eyes.
She's cool too.
You might want to run before I throw you out this window and break the rest of your bones.
You fuck Alternia's deadliest ass. Little fucking frowny face.
Deadliest ass in the West.
Alright, I'm good. I'll heal on my own just fine, thank you.
Oh, well, if you're sure. I was worried about you, though. You seem like you need help. I wish I could help you more. If I can't take care of someone, I'm not sure how we can ever truly be friends.
You try to cheer her up, pointing out that friendship is a two-way street after all. She doesn't have to concern herself with your mutilated frame. How can you help her instead?
Well, sure. There are some things around here that I could use some assistance with. However, don't take this the wrong way, but we've only just met. I don't know what I can trust you to be as responsible as I am. It's not easy to be one in charge. You have to be one, conscientious, considerate, and competent. Well, I know we're at least not one of those things. At all times.
You try to think of times in your life when you've been conscientious, considerate, or competent. You're drawing a bit of a blank, but hey, new planet, new you. You assure her that you have what it takes.
I guess you want to prove that you can be responsible. I can let you help me out today. It's a good time to visit the mother grub.
You're careful as you step around all the little guys on the floor as you head out of the nursery. She takes you back outside, and these caverns are even bigger than you first realized. They're also dark and cold and gloomy, and you can't see anywhere that might lead up to the planet's surface. Does she really just live down here all the time? To make some conversation during this cold hike in a damp cave, you mentioned that living underground like this seems kind of depressing. You realize too late that this wasn't very tactful, but she doesn't get angry at your conversational gambit of insulting her home.
Oh no, it's very peaceful down here. Well, in comparison to anywhere else. I quite enjoy it. The brooding caverns are a place for life and birth, not death.
Debatable.
Brood. That's pretty uncommon on Alternia.
You're still not sure what she means by brooding caverns, but you guess it has something to do with the wigglers in her nursery. Before you can ask, you reach the top of a ridge and get a new, wider view of the rest of this cavern. It's enormous, probably the size of a small city. All over the cave floor, you see more wrigglers crawling everywhere. Cocoons line the cave walls and the larger stalactites, with some young trolls crawling out of them. Walking, flying, and crawling among the wrigglers and young trolls are a variety of white monsters, of all kinds of shapes and sizes. In the center of the cavern, there is... you don't even know how to describe it. It looks like a huge, many-legged queen bug of some kind, with a goat-shaped skull and horns coming out of her head. Her bulbous sphincter ripples as she lays a continuous stream of hundreds of eggs, from which you assume the gray wigglers will hatch. And marching through all this, you see several hulking bipedal creatures, each carrying 2 buckets, either to or away from the mother grub. They look armed, and they move like regimented troops, soldiers of some kind. You are instinctively terrified of them.
this is where the magic happens. And by that, I mean the continuation of our species. Jadebloods like myself are entrusted with looking after the process, which is, of course, a very special job. 1. Imperial drones carry all our filial pails of genetic material to the mother grub for her slurry. 2. She lays eggs that hatch new grub broods. 3. After the wigglers emerge from the cocoons, the new trolls will go through the trials, and the ones that make it will be selected by Lucius to help care for them. 4. Together, young trolls and their Luci will go up to service together, where trolls will grow up, get cold, or whatever.
As Bronya explains troll reproduction to you, one of the Imperial drones veers sharply to the left in the process, tramples over a few wrigglers and young trolls. The drone continues on, but several of the Luci cry out, crowding around their dead or injured charges. One of them, a gigantic beast that resembles a bison, bellows and rears up on its hind legs, hitting one of the other Luci with its front hoof.
Ah, jeez,
Resembles a bison.
Yeah, vaguely.
This kind of damage control is what is a lot of what we have to deal with. Whenever a Lucis gets rogue out of grief or confusion, there's potential for it to lash out at other Luci, the Wigglers, or the Mother Grub herself. We Jadebloods cannot let that happen. Ooh, new picture.
Oh. Determination.
And nervousness.
She looks so concerned, a marked contrast to how confident she seemed before now. You offered to help her out earlier, and it seems like now's your chance. Someone has to stop that rogue Lucis, and that someone could be you?
Jump out in front of it and get crushed immediately.
I'm on it. Fight the monster, save the day. You've got this. This is a good idea.
Yeah, it cannot possibly go wrong.
This is a good idea. As a giant hoof lands on your skull, crushing your cranium, and your brain.
Making you look super uncool in front of your new friend.
Yeah. The Bison Lucis seems to be causing quite a ruckus. Other Luci have now gotten riled up too, with some of them trying to gather wrigglers to keep them out of harm's way, and others just getting hyped to thrash.
Thrash hype!
Hell yeah! It seems like it could turn into a monster stampede, and they're close to the Mother Grub's big, soft, vulnerable abdomen. Not great! Fighting a monster single-handed seems like a daunting first step in a friendship, but you did tell her you could be responsible. You square your shoulders and tell Bronya that she has nothing to worry about. You're going to stop that Lucis, calm down all the other Luci, and protect the Mother Grub, all without breaking a sweat and hopefully without breaking any more bones either.
Well there, I was going to suggest that I go after it while you stay here. You seem kinda weak and fragile, even apart from your injuries, I mean. I don't want you to get hurt worse, and I'm not sure I trust anyone other than myself to take lead on this.
That wasn't quite the reaction you were hoping for. Normally you would be all about sitting back and letting her protect you because, well, protective and responsible is a good look on her. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and you don't know how else you're going to prove yourself worthy to be her friend. You do your best to project an air of confidence, or at least competence. You assure her that this is no sweat for you. You take down raging bison back on your home planet all the time. You're known for it, actually.
We lied to her because we're so responsible.
Yeah.
Well, if you say that this isn't your first undulate roping gallop exhibition, I'll believe you. Hang back while I'll hang back and let you give it a shot. But if it gets too overwhelming in there, I'm right here. 1. Caring for the Mother Grub is my responsibility as a Jadeblood. 2. I'd never abandon a friend to deal with a mess on their own. If we end up being friends, that is.
Oh, hell yes. Now you have reason to hope. You approach the rampaging bison with caution. Do all bison have horns like that? maybe they do. You're no bison expert, but you're pretty sure they don't all have teeth that nasty. Bison on Earth mostly eat grass, don't they? This guy doesn't look like an herbivore. At first, you try to calm the Lucis down by talking to it, but your soothing words have no effect. In fact, you might have just made it even angrier by suggesting that it pause and take some deep breaths in reaction to its trampled charge. You're not even sure it can understand human speech, come to think of it. You circle around it, wishing that you had some kind of lasso or something. Maybe you can herd it away from the mother grub. You look around to see if any of these other Luci look vaguely like Earth Shepherd dogs, but no dice. You hesitate too long and the Lucis turns away, its furious eyes falling on the mother grub. It stamps its hooves, snorts air out of its nostrils, and screams in a way that sounds a lot more hellish than you imagine normal bison are capable of. It's obviously about to charge, and you can only think of one thing to do. In desperation, you leap forward and tackle it football style, doing everything you can with your flimsy human body to drag it onto its side. It half works. You plow into the Lucis and stop it in its tracks, but it topples over onto a nest of wrigglers, taking you down with it. Wrigglers and young trolls go bouncing everywhere, squealing in distress, and their Luci descend upon you in a rage. Everything is chaos for a while. You're trapped beneath the bison Lucis, which is very worrying for all your body parts, and you think you might feel something important rupturing inside you. But hey, on the bright side, this crushing mass is protecting you from all the other pissed off Luci trying to attack you. Just as your whole breathing situation is starting to get dicey, you hear a commotion and what sounds possibly the trouncing of some of the smaller Luci that were trying to get to you. The crowd of beasts around you scatters, and then you hear her.
Oof, I'm having a hard time getting this thing off you. He's still very angry. He keeps trying to kick me. Where's a bronze blood? We need one.
You don't know what that means, but you're very grateful that she's here to help you. You try to communicate this, but it comes out garbled from all the blood in your mouth.
Maybe don't try to speak, or move, or help.
You realize you experience a sinking feeling that could be related to your diminishing odds of impressing Bronya and becoming her friend, or it could be the compression of all your internal organs. Either way, it's tough to feel optimistic right now. But before you can give in to complete despair, you hear other voices. Your view is blocked by the mass of bison flesh on top of you, but could it be? Are these other people here to save you?
Finally, I was wondering where you all had gotten off to. Let's all work together, girls. 1, you two grab his horns and keep the head still and keep it from biting anyone. 2, the rest of you can come around with me to its backside so we can push it without getting kicked.
You hear some grunting and muttering, and the bison starts making noises that sound more confused and less furious. The pressure and pain on your chest briefly spike in intensity as the thing's weight shifts, and then they must succeed in dragging it off you because suddenly you can breathe again. But the crisis is not yet over. While you're still testing the use of your lungs and blinking up at the cavern ceiling, you hear a cacophony of enraged monster noises.
Uh-oh, the other Luci are still agitated. Get down there and try and calm them down. Protect the mother grub.
You try to lift yourself to see what's going on, but putting any weight on your arms makes you feel like all your bones got turned to confetti. Painful, painful confetti. You feel strong hands propping you up gently, and now your head is in Bronya's lap. You try to focus more on how this is a nice place for your head to be, and less on the pain.
This is not good. I don't know if my Jades can reach the stampede in time. The mother grub could have injured, not to mention all those wigglers in danger. Oh no. Dude, you made this worse.
Yeah. You didn't think this situation could get any worse, but now you see that several of the Imperial drones that had been about to leave the cavern are turning back, drawn by all the noise and chaos. But maybe this could be a good thing? Maybe they can instill some order?
Fuck, they're gonna kill everyone.
She scrambles to her feet, in the process letting your head whack down on the cave floor. Your vision swims, but you can still make out the drones firing indiscriminately, at the Luci, at the grubs and wrigglers, and at the Jade Bloods. One laser beam skims the side of the mother grub's massive midsection, and her scream is so loud that the ceiling shakes and a few stalactites shake loose, falling on drones and Luci and wrigglers alike. It's a total catastrophe. A whole rainbow's worth of troll, wiggler, and Lucis blood is spattering the cavern walls. Bronya seems paralyzed by the chaos, looking from her jades to the mother grub to the imperiled wigglers like she's not sure who to help first.
Can't believe it. This is the worst disaster we've ever had down here. All because I thought I could sit back and let someone else be responsible for once. If I were a less secure person, I could let this moment plant a seed of self-doubt in my mind about my ability to take care of others and do my job well. Or I could chalk it up to you being really fucking stupid.
You shrink under the weight of her glare. She's green in the face from how angry she is. You swallow and manage to spit out enough blood to ask a question that you already know is hopeless. Does this mean you can't be friends?
Are you serious? I do not make friends with anyone who recklessly endangers trolls and wigglers under my care.
You killed them all.
Nice job, fucko.
This is
Whoa.
what happens when we help.
Note to self, don't help.
Yeah. Note to self, be a weenie, always.
We need way out.
Definitely do not like the idea of wading into a monster fight, not even to save the progenitor of your new friend's species. In fact, you don't like that Bronya is so focused on protecting all these helpless toddlers and distressed animals instead of taking care of you.
Wow.
Damn! You stammer out that you don't think you can take on any kind of monster right now. In fact, you just felt another stab of pain in your ribs. You might be blacking out. Bronya's concerned face turns in your direction as you start to swoon. She catches you before you hit the ground, and your heart flutters. You look up at her serious face, and she looks like such a mom, but also such a friend, like some sort of combination of these two concepts.
Yikes. You don't look too good. I can't leave you alone, not when you're in such bad shape. Maybe I could carry you on my back while I try to stop the raging Lucis?
Your heart flutters turn to pinpricks of alarm. That sounds dangerous, mainly for you.
Thought process was, being carried? Wait, towards the bison?
Yeah. You try to think of what you can say to dissuade her, something other than, I think you should ignore the helpless babies and mother in danger behind you in favor of continuing to hold me in your strong arms. But before you can speak, you hear a commotion behind her. She turns to look over her shoulder, and her face sags with relief.
Yes, the other Jades are here. They should know what to do. We've taken care of crises like this before. Of course, usually I'm there to help.
If you crane your neck, you can just glimpse a crowd of trolls corralling the rogue Lucis away from the mother grub, while other trolls calm the remaining Luci and swoop up any wrigglers in harm's way.
Give me a second, I got my finger stuck in a bottle.
Nice.
I'm gonna break my fucking finger.
Christ, break the bottle first.
It's plastic!
Oh shit, you're doomed.
Wait, I have an idea. Nope, now my finger's just cold.
Stab it. The bottle, not your finger.
Wait, carbonated? Hey!
Finger off.
Nope.
I think cutting your finger off would have worked too.
Oh yeah, it definitely would have worked.
Ah. My knuckle hurts now.
F's in chat.
Yeah. Looks like I needn't have worried. They're more than capable of stepping in while I'm otherwise occupied. Wow, yeah, that's really painful. God. I'm so proud.
You take this opportunity to compliment her on what a good leader she must be to have trained the others so well. Super smooth. She beams at you and sets you down carefully on the cavern floor, kneeling at your side.
This could have gone quite badly, but I didn't make the wrong choice when I stayed to help you instead of rushing off. It just goes to show, sometimes the best thing you can do for the group is take care of the weakest person in it.
You kind of want to object to being called the weakest person, but you did just fake a fainting spell for attention, so maybe now isn't the best time. Instead, you thank her sincerely for sticking by your side. The two of you watch together as order is gradually restored to the chaos below, and even with your injuries, you feel close to content and quite hopeful about how this relationship is progressing. You notice that, at your side, several wrigglers are blindly squirming around, confused and crying. There are some young trolls here too, looking around all confused and bereft. You're not sure if their Luci ran off with the others that got involved in the fracas, or if these little guys are orphans now. Now that you're seeing them out in the natural cavern light, the wigglers look less like maggots to you. In fact, they're even kind of cute. You can see why Bronya would want to take care of them. One of the smallest wigglers closest to you has somehow flipped himself onto his back and seems unable to right himself, his little legs waving in the air while he cries. Trying to be careful.
Fucking idiot.
Fucking dummy. Dumbass baby.
Fucking idiot.
Trying to be careful with your ribs, you reach out to scoop him up and cradle him to your chest, rocking him back and forth until his cries quiet down.
Wow, you have a very strong nurturing instinct. I think he likes you. You almost look like you could be his Lucis, or a Jade Blood.
You are pleased that she approves of your caretaking display. The Wiggler's cough breaks through your haze of smug satisfaction, and when you look down, you realize that he seems to be having some trouble breathing. You point this out to Bronya.
Good observation. You really are a natural at taking care of other creatures, aren't you? Only when the story calls for it.
Yeah.
Some people find that nurturing ability to be very attractive in a potential friend. But as for the Wiggler, this is definitely not a good sign. I'm surprised none of the drones have noticed that he's sick. If we leave him he'll be cold for sure.
Bronya takes the Wiggler from you, and you're more than happy to hand him over considering that you have no idea what to do with a sick baby that's not your species.
I don't know what to do with the sick baby of my own species.
Right? Also, your broken ribs make holding a baby kind of painful, and Bronya holds the Wiggler carefully, but with perfect ease. Just like you hope she'll cradle your new friendship in its infancy. Once Bronya feels assured that her Jades have the situation at the Brooding Caverns under control, you both take the Wiggler back to the Jade Blood Nursery. You hover around uselessly while Bronya sets up some kind of crib filled with green slime. You're a little concerned when she takes the Wiggler and submerges him under the slime because, like, he was already having trouble breathing? Surely drowning him in slime won't help. The
soap. The soaper should help strengthen his bellow sacs and soothe his sorrow shoot.
Sorry, shit.
That's what I call my tear ducts. When he gets healthy again, I'll take him back to the cavern and set him free to make his cocoon and pupae. He's so small, it's unlikely that he'll survive or be selected by a Lucis.
You hate to see Bronya looking sad. You try to be sympathetic, mentioning your astute observation that this whole system set up with the Wigglers and the trials and the culling seems pretty brutal.
What? Oh, no, I would never suggest. It's just the way the world works. It's fine. It's fine. The trials are how young trolls prove that they're strong enough to survive. It's only right for the weak to be culled. It's the purpose of Jade Blood to ensure the continuation of our species, and consequently, the hemospectrum. 1. We are not revolutionaries. 2, we're meant to do our jobs, keep our head down, and keep things running smoothly. 3, I would never presume to question the basic tenets of Altarian society. That would bring negative attention from the High Bloods, and I just want to keep my Jake safe.
You look around at the nursery and all these injured or underdeveloped wigglers that Bronya was apparently supposed to let die. You think it might not be true that she doesn't question the way her world works. She's looking at you like she's scared you'll call her on it and expose her altruistic tendencies. You try to salvage this conversation thread. Did you say that calling wigglers sounded brutal? You meant neutral. Yes, you feel 100% neutral on this topic, neither committed to the culling side of things nor eager to take up arms in revolution.
Yes, neutral is exactly how I feel about it as well. What a good word to describe exactly how I feel about all the controversial political subjects. Did I mention that keeping a nursery isn't technically legal? Because it isn't. Technically. There's no reason for any of Teresa's drones to come investigating our hive. And if the drones do come knocking, we have nothing to hide. No borderline revolutionary ideas will be tolerated within these walls.
Bronya laughs nervously and looks around the room like she's making sure that any Imperial drones hiding in here heard her announcement. You feel bad for how nervous she is. You didn't mean to freak her out. You tell her that she sounds super convincing. And why shouldn't she? Because she's clearly telling the truth. And then you burp directly into her ear.
Ah, man, yeah, you sound super convincing.
And then she immediately drowns you. If you were an Imperial drone, you would definitely be satisfied right now with her clearly law-abiding ways.
Thank you, that means a lot.
You cast around for
So does
You cast around for something to change the subject and mention that your ribs are feeling a bit better. Bronya's face brightens and she lifts up your arm gently so she can touch the injured part of your torso, examining it in her typically responsible and authoritative way. You shiver and wonder if her touch has healing properties.
Glad to hear that. After all, I don't like it when my friends suffer.
Your heart leaps. You look up, scarcely allowing yourself to hope. Could it be? Or was she just making a general statement?
If not any more pain, hopefully that means your injury will heal soon. I'll take care of you till then. My friend.
You are overcome. Your eyes fill with tears. Bronya smiles at you and squeezes your hand.
Self-care.
Self-care. Maybe that means that that from the following chapters we won't have broken ribs.
Yeah, or at least
Slightly less broken. Congrats, everyone.
This is good shit.
We definitely didn't murder a lot of things.
We never died once or were responsible for the death of other characters.
No, we were completely responsible this entire time.
100%.
We were responsible for our own things and definitely not responsible for the loss of life of any other sentient living creatures.
Hell
Right.
yeah. Well, good times, as always.
Yeah, wind down time.
Wind down time.
Follow us at _planetaria for more updates on when we stream.
Linked in the description.
I stream on Picardo Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, 18 plus. If you want to see art, like the one that's in the thumbnail.
But sometimes rowdier.
Usually rowdier.
Which is why it's 18 plus.
I need to record some speed paints that. I record. Sorry, the stream ending got me off guard.
Yeah.
I need to record speed paints that aren't rowdy at some point. Yeah. Follow Craig at Crit Dragoneer on Twitter for his streaming, and find Leo if you dare.
Yeah. Good luck.
Have a great evening.